Personality and personal development. B2. Personally, I believe personality changes throughout life. When people are young, they are often more impulsive and emotional. As they get older, they usually become calmer and more responsible. What do you think? I agree. I think experience plays a huge role. For example, when I was younger, I used to be less patient than I am now. Different situations in life taught me to be more tolerant. That's true. In my opinion, personality is influenced by several factors. Family is probably one of the most important ones because children learn values and behavior from their parents. Absolutely. However, I don't think family is the only influence. Friends, school, culture, and even social media can shape someone's personality. Nowadays, people are exposed to many different ideas online. That's a good point. Social media can have both positive and negative effects. On the one hand, people can learn new skills and communicate with others. On the other hand, they may compare themselves with unrealistic standards. Exactly. Speaking of personality, what traits do you consider positive? I would say honesty, reliability, kindness, and self-confidence. I also admire people who are willing to help others and remain calm under pressure. I completely agree. I would add determination and responsibility. If someone is determined, they can achieve difficult goals. These qualities are often respected both in personal and professional life. What about negative traits? Well, arrogance is definitely one. I also dislike dishonesty and selfishness. People who only care about themselves often damage relationships. I feel the same. Another negative trait is impatience. Sometimes impatient people make poor decisions because they don't take enough time to think things through. That's true. However, nobody is perfect, are they? Everyone has strengths and weaknesses. Exactly. That brings us to another interesting question. Can people really change? In my opinion, yes, but only if they genuinely want to. If someone recognizes a problem and works on it consistently, change is possible. I agree to some extent. However, I believe certain characteristics remain relatively stable. For example, an introverted person might become more confident, but they probably won't become extremely outgoing overnight. That's a fair point. Still, life experiences can transform people significantly. I know someone who used to be extremely shy, but after working in customer service, he became much more sociable. That's a great example. I have noticed similar situations. Difficult experiences can also change people. Sometimes challenges make individuals stronger and more resilient. Definitely. In fact, some people only discover their strengths after they have faced serious problems. Another factor is age. As people grow older, priorities often change. Young people may focus more on excitement and adventure, while older adults usually value stability and meaningful relationships. I completely agree. Experience often teaches people what truly matters in life. So would you say personality is fixed or flexible? I would say it's a combination of both. Some basic characteristics stay the same, but behavior, attitudes, and habits can certainly change. That sounds reasonable. Personally, I believe self-improvement is always possible if people are willing to learn from mistakes and remain open-minded. I couldn't agree more. Continuous learning and personal development help people become better versions of themselves. So, to sum up, personality is influenced by family, experiences, friends, and society. Positive traits such as honesty and responsibility are highly valuable, while negative ones can create difficulties. And although people may never become completely different individuals, meaningful change is definitely possible through experience, effort, and self-awareness.